always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the California Golden Bears, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Golden Bears will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will take the field first. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Cal Bears offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there, and on 3rd down, and I need that yardage, I can go to him, and he'll get the 1st down on the corner.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Golden Bears lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Golden Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of bounce, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Complete on the comeback. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. The toss to the outside. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Now they'll run the draw. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost the fire on second down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Out of the backfield, he's open. Turning it on. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A great catch and run for 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Miami was able to finish off a close one in South Florida today. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with a dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made it down.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires left. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. How much easier is it when you have all the time in the world to figure out where you want to throw it?
Yeah, it's so easy. He goes through his progressions. You can tell very comfortable. You got to hit the quarterback. You got to affect the quarterback. You got to speed him up somehow. They didn't on that play, and that looked about as easy of a pitch and catch as you can get.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Clemson is quick to the line. They'll send the back in motion. Takes it from the gun on third down. Looking left. Makes the grab. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Unloads it left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
Nice catch, just past the first down marker, so this drive stays alive. Nice job by the quarterback and receiver.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Brings up 2nd down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corner.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead.
Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first.
There he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. And he's knocked down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Golden Bears are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. As the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Getting set for the point after. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Cincinnati is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll keep it himself. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. You know, as soon as they run down the hill at Clemson, they're likely to have a quarterback who is a threat in the running game. Built this offense that way dating back to Woody Dance.
Oh, Woody Dance, a reference. And then obviously we've seen the new school guys continue that tradition with Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. But it does seem like they always got a guy that has that mobility. And you know what? Turns into being a star. Like lately, you go to Clemson, you play quarterback, you're a star.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it out.
And the Tigers have their offense in high gear.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the tailback. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball? Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe make...
He's got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Quarterback looks for a little space. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
I I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success. But I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
And I like that a lot by this defense, like understanding this guy's a threat. He's already shown you he will take off and run the football, treating him like a running back, playing pass, but understanding that can happen, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground.
Good right down the boulevard. They're hanging around here, leads down to 12. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Leaves it with the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Golden Bears are rolling down the field. Send the tight end in motion. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Breaks into the open. And he'll be brought down.
When we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the play on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds a spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple of possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, they're after him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Well, that's the corner's second sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Unloads to the right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Gets it out fast. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Golden Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, California.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Yeah, and he got nothing. He got no gain. Great job by the defense understanding this situation, understanding, they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Face the grab. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They're dealing with a second and long. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Finds a crease at the 20. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. He's looking to pass. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.